Hello, I'm Jeffrey Ham, equity analyst for Briefing.com. Today is Friday, June 27th. The May personal income and spending data brought some decidedly good economic news. It will probably be ignored in the current market environment, however. Real personal consumption expenditures data, otherwise PCE, account for 71% of the GDP calculation. For May, real PCE was up 0.4%. April was revised upward to a 0.2% increase. This puts the second quarter average of April and May a 0.5% above the first quarter average, which is already a 2% annual rate of growth. Another gain is likely in June due to spending resulting from the fiscal stimulus. This puts real PCE on track to post a 2.5% annual rate of growth in the second quarter. Coupled with data already out on April non-residential construction spending, factory shipments, and most importantly, the very good April real trade deficit data, the real PCE trends indicate that second quarter real GDP is likely to be up at close to a 2% annual rate. This is well above the current Wall Street estimates of about a 0.5% and a long way from recession. Overall economic trends are much stronger than recognized. The May personal income gain of 1.9% was ahead of expectations because the fiscal stimulus checks were counted. Excluding this, income was up as expected at 0.4%. That is in line with the trend so far in 2008. The huge income gain should be recognized, however, as providing substantial room for further spending boosts. The core PCE deflator increase of 0.1% was also clearly good news. The total PCE deflator was up 0.4%, which is also good news, even though it is somewhat high. These rates of inflation are well below the market's worst fears, and that core rate shows that weak demand is keeping those prices in check, even with rising commodity price inputs. I'm Jeffrey Ham for Briefing.com, and thanks for listening.